Since becoming provost, each year I have selected a sixth college alumnus to deliver the commencement address. So I look out, and sun's a little bit in my eyes. I can't see each and every one of you, but I stand here and I wonder, who among you will be coming back here one day, maybe 2 years, 3 years, 4 years from now, to deliver the sixth college commencement? So today's commencement speaker is someone who sat where you are sitting 8 years ago. Our speaker is someone who embodies the adaptive, innovative, and dedicated citizen of the 21st century that a sixth college graduate should be. Ronnie Das graduated with a bachelor's degree in environmental systems, environmental policy. Immediately after graduating, he worked for the City of San Diego Environmental Services. The unique opportunity to work with local sustainable business and nonprofit orgs was the beginning of envisioning a forum to engage young professionals on environmental career opportunities. Ronnie utilized that all-important core sequence of Six College's Culture, Art, and Technology, CAT, in creating the RDF Productions environmental TV show, How Can I Help? In addition to reporting and aerial cinematography, Ronnie has a career as a video production specialist, making aviation mechanics and pilot training films. He strives to integrate art and science to inform the community on environmental topics. But perhaps most important for all of us here today, he has come to exemplify UC San Diego's culture of innovation, ensuring that UC San Diego and every alumnus remains world-class. It is an honor to have an alumnus of our college return to speak with all of you. Please join me in extending a very warm welcome to the 2017 Sixth College Commencement Speaker, Ronnie Das.
Good evening, UCSD Sixth College. I would like to thank Provost Dr. Daniel Donahue, College Operations Specialist Naomi Chavez, Associate Director of Writing Dr. Amanda Solomon Amaro, and the UCSD Alumni Affairs Department for allowing me to speak with you today. I'd also like to thank all the amazing people sharing the stage with me today, the trustees and distinguished faculty. A special thank you to all the parents, grandparents, family, and friends joining us here today. And finally, to all of you. It is an incredible honor and privilege to call you my colleagues and peers. Congratulations, you are officially the University of California, San Diego Sixth College graduating class of 2017. To those who have received the exciting news of furthering your education with graduate school, your work on the forefront of research, cutting-edge technology, and pivotal role in addressing the future of culture, community, art, science, and engineering will influence our society, and I commend you as leaders. To those who have your first job or internship lined up, your participation in the workforce will shape our communities. Hold on one second. Be fundamental in developing local and global economies, as well as create innovative products and services that can change the world. And I applaud you as professionals. To those of you who are too scared to look backwards right now, because you could feel your parents' eyes focused on the back of your skull, take a deep breath, and perhaps I could give you enough advice to deflect an awkward dinner with questions like, so what are you gonna do now? My most awkward dinner was in 2008, when I told my parents it would take me another year to graduate. Also, instead of going to medical school, I was getting a degree in environmental systems. It was like telling my parents I was gonna become a ventriloquist magician in Kalamazoo. I spent the next hour, detailing how hard I would work, and they saw how much it meant to me personally. So I got to working, and in my haste, I took a class without reading the description in the course catalog. The class was called Western Environmental History, and I assumed it would be on the environmental policies of Europe and the United States. When I walked in the first day, Professor Heinlein started the class with, San Diego is a unique mix of coastal sage scrub chaparral with an integration of the northern Sonoma Desert. So not what I expected. I'm a civilized person, so I didn't just walk out of the class, I stayed, but I planned to drop the class later. The very next morning, I had a meeting with Bert Ewert of the City of San Diego Environmental Services Department, and his very first question was, So what do you even know about native plants? And I said, well, I don't really know much, but San Diego is a unique mix of coastal sage scrub chaparral with an integration of the northern Sonoma Desert. And I can still remember Burton's face. It looked like Willy Wonka when Charlie gave him the gobstopper back. A look of pure disbelief followed by joy. He immediately walks me over to the greenhouse and says, this is where you're gonna be working most of the time. Does Monday 9 a.m. work for you? I shake his hand, and Monday was the first day of my internship. And really, it was the first day of my career. I enjoyed working outdoors, and I really enjoyed my restoration projects. But what was really a great opportunity through this job was the ability to work with so many great local people working on sustainable projects. The internship, so that internship, it became a paid gig, and the Monday after graduating, I started full-time work with the Environmental Services Department. I got my first job after graduation based on one line from Professor Heinlein's class and making the decision to pursue my passion. Now, the great thing about Sixth College is from the second you step into Camp Snoopy, you become part of a community. Camp Snoopy eases you into college in a way that makes you feel comfortable, creative, and engaged with fellow Sixers. The culture of Sixth is talented, diverse, perhaps naive, but always ambitious. This is why I was heartbroken when two of my friends who graduated from Sixth College the year after me were struggling through the recession. Both had jobs they hated, and they talked about what they loved and got degrees in, filming and graphic design. But unfortunately, graduating with a degree and not having experience made the job opportunities pretty slim. I felt like they got cheated in the recession, and I wanted to be a part of helping them in their careers, find rewarding careers. So I quit my job with the city and started a company with the specific purpose of writing letters of recommendation for my friends so that they would have experience and get the jobs that they wanted. With absolutely no experience in business or in film, I started RDF Productions in October of 2010. Creating a TV show was actually an afterthought. It seemed like just a fun idea. Since my background was in the environment and the whole concept was getting career experience, I developed How Can I Help San Diego, which showcases green, sustainable jobs to students and young professionals looking for opportunities in a growing field. The provost said it better, though. We borrowed every piece of equipment, asked our friends to help out as much as possible, and cut every corner imaginable so the entire first season only cost us $14 to make. The next obstacle was that none of us had any connections in Hollywood, so I literally went down the guide on my cable box and called each and every network one by one. I won't bore you with the details of all the meetings that weren't successful because one, we don't have enough time, and two, they don't really matter. All that did matter is that at the end of the day, when these execs were very adamant about my show not being on the network, I would just ask them point blank, so how would you pitch this show so that I could get it on your network? And then I sat back and I listened, and I learned a great deal. Listening to feedback, even though I knew the answer was no, was incredibly helpful. It made the next meeting more positive and more organized. And the next one after that, and the next one after that, and the next one after that. Until one day, it all clicked, and ITV Channel 16 in San Diego said yes. What I learned from this experience is that at the end of the day, all you need is one yes. If you're passionate about something, keep pursuing it, keep moving forward. No just gets you a little bit more organized for when you find that perfect moment and everything clicks, and your friends support your ambitions, and you have the least awkward dinner of your life when you get to invite your parents to come on down and see the premiere of your brand new TV show. As graduates, you have the ability and potential, as well as the responsibility and knowledge to shape the world you live in. The road ahead always seems like shaky ground. Beyond global conflicts, war, poverty, or climate change, nationally we're dealing with an increasingly divisive political system and the reevaluation of our core values. Healthcare, pollution, oil pipelines, water quality, LGBTQ rights, religious discrimination, and socioeconomic issues can seem overwhelming. In his inaugural address, John F. Kennedy proclaimed, "In the long history of the world, only a few generations have been granted the role of defending freedom in its hour of maximum danger. I do not shrink from this responsibility. I welcome it. I do not believe that any of us would exchange place with any other people or any other generation. The faith, the energy, the devotion which we bring to this endeavor will light our country and all who serve it. And the glow from that fire can truly light the world. Many consider us to be the selfie generation, constantly craving digital gratification or instantaneous nostalgia. But our interdependence with previous generations gives us our educational foundation. We have learned from the progress of our parents and grandparents who have achieved success on top of their success to use culture, art, and technology to make our world increasingly connected. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that we should be more altruistic, compassionate, sustainable, and equitable. Ronald Reagan once said, "Because we're a great nation, our challenges seem complex. It'll always be this way. But as long as we remember our first principles and believe in ourselves, the future will always be ours." And something else we learned. Once you begin a great movement, there's no telling where it will end. We meant to change a nation, and instead, we changed a world. The road ahead should not be just a job or a series of tasks. It's an opportunity to find your own career path based on your personal interests and unique experience. Just don't take those seemingly random opportunities. My journey from UCSD brought me countless opportunities. It has been an incredible journey, and I could promise you, your journey will be even more incredible. Don't take those seemingly random opportunities for granted. Don't dismiss what you learn. The opening line of a class you never even wanted to take, or asking advice from your opposition and hearing new options. These moments are here for you to seize the perfect moment. Thank you all very much for this opportunity. Appreciate your hard work and looking forward to seeing your generation make the world a more peaceful and civil society. Congratulations, class of 2017.
Thank you, Ronnie.